Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us this really interesting source, basically a script from a YouTube show, the X Pulse, looking at what was trending on X back on April 26th, 2025.
Exactly. And our job here is to, wade through that feed for you, pull out the important bits, the stuff that really tells a story about what people were talking about.
Think of it like your personal shortcut to being clued in. We're taking this snapshot from that specific day.
And we're figuring out the key conversations, maybe some cultural moments, what trends were bubbling up. It's like a little digital time capsule.
Right. So our mission today, understand the digital zeitgeist of April 26, 2025, based on this script.
Let's get into it.
Okay, first up, it seems like sports were just everywhere. The script kicks off hard with the 2025 NFL draft.
Yeah, that dominated. And specifically, this one player, Will Campbell, drafted by the Patriots.
Hmm.
Apparently his suit became a whole thing. Like, not his performance potential, but his fashion choice.
Seriously, what was
Yeah.
the deal?
Well, the script mentions ex-users joking about social distancing sleeves. Someone said it looked like he borrowed it from his little brother.
Oh, wow. Okay, so people were having fun with it.
Totally. But, it wasn't just making fun. There was also real excitement mentioned for other picks, like Shitter Sanders.
Right. So the takeaway is the draft is still this massive live event driving conversation, right? And even tiny details, like a suit, can blow up on social media.
Absolutely. It shows how these platforms amplify everything in real time. The shared experience is key.
Okay, sticking with sports for a sec, the script then talks about a hockey retirement. Cal Clutterbuck.
Yeah, Cal Clutterbuck. For anyone who doesn't follow hockey super closely, this guy is a big deal in his own way. NHL's all-time leader in hits.
Hits, like physical check.
Exactly. Over 4,000 of them in, like 1,064 games?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. Shows his style of play.
Okay, gotcha. So a legend in that regard. How do you announce it?
Well, this is the interesting part. The script says he used a hilarious Instagram video, so not some formal press conference.
Nice. And how did people react?
Really positively, it seems. The script quotes someone on X saying his hits were louder than my neighbor's DIY projects.
Ah,
That's brilliant. It kind of shows, even in pro sports, there's room for personality, for humor, and fans connect with that, especially online. It makes these milestones feel more personal.
yeah, that makes sense. It's less distant, maybe.
Could be. How much does that online presence shape an athlete's legacy now? It's an interesting question.
Okay, let's shift gears completely. The script calls the next section Music Mania. Sounds promising.
Yeah, it seemed like a busy day for music on X. First up was G-Dragon, the K-pop star.
Ah, okay. What was the news there?
A new release called Good Day 2025, Telepathy Plus by the Moonlight Window. Quite a title.
Definitely. What was special about it?
Well, according to the script, it wasn't just a song. There were collaborations with different artists, even ad-libs from some TV show woven in. Sort of a mixed media thing.
Huh. Creative. Did it work?
Seems like it. The script highlights it topping charts in China, trending on Spotify in Japan. So real international buzz.
Wow.
And fans were apparently ecstatic. One quote was, G-Dragon just invented 2025's summer anthem. Plus, the music video was called Pure Art.
So the takeaway here is music releases are global events now, amplified by social media, and artists are getting really creative beyond just the track itself.
Exactly that. It's the whole package. The visuals, the unexpected elements, the fan interaction. That's what drives the conversation.
Okay, who else was making noise in music?
Freddie Leyva, with a track called Law Office.
Law Office, like The Office?
Apparently. And this one seemed to climb the charts fast, mostly because fans were pushing it hard on X.
Ah, the power of the fan base.
For sure. The script mentions it's seen lots of posts like LA Office out now and Office Stream, real grassroots promotion.
Did people like the song itself?
Yeah, it seemed like it caught on. One comment was that it's the song you didn't know you needed in your playlist.
I like that. So social media acting as a discovery tool, building a community around new music.
Pretty much. It shows how artists can gain momentum, sometimes outside the usual channels.
And just quickly, the script also mentioned Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga still at #1 on Billboard with Die With a Smile.
Yeah, just a quick note. Called it That Song's a Mood. Just gives context, shows that some big hits were still dominating alongside these newer trending tracks.
Right, sets the scene. Okay, moving into pop culture moments. This one's fun. The perfect date meme.
Ah, yes. This is based on that line from Ms. Congeniality,
Yeah.
where Sandra Bullock says April 25th is the perfect date because you just need a light jacket.
I vaguely remember that. So that was trending on April 26th.
Well, the reference is to the 25th, but the script says people were talking about it on the 26th, maybe reminiscing or carrying the joke over. X users were sharing memes, weather updates related to it, feeling nostalgic.
That's hilarious. How long has that movie been out?
Age is right. Exactly. It shows how these little pop culture bits can just embed themselves online and keep coming back. Someone apparently posted, April 25, 2025 is peak cozy vibes.
It's kind of sweet, actually. A shared, slightly silly cultural reference.
Yeah, social media keeps these things alive, creates these little moments of connection over shared memories.
Okay, the next one seems less cozy. A viral hospitality debate.
Yeah, this one sounds like it got pretty heated. A Canadian travel vlogger posted something comparing friendliness in Pakistan versus India.
Ooh, okay. That sounds potentially tricky.
Right, and it apparently got massive views, like 4.4 million. The reactions on X were really divided.
I can imagine. What were people saying?
All sorts, according to the script. Some arguing hospitality is universal, others making more specific points about each country.
And then it got weird.
A little bit. The script mentions a related, kind of random debate popping up about the Delhi Metro versus using rickshaws.
Huh. How did that connect?
Who knows? That's online discussions for you, right? They can spiral in unexpected directions. But the main point is how these platforms can host really complex, sometimes divisive conversations, often sparked by just one person's experience.
Yeah, shows the potential for polarization, I guess. Okay, let's talk tech. ChatGPT's image generator. Was that still new then?
Not brand new, but the script says there was still a lot of buzz around it in April 2025. People were still fascinated.
What were they saying?
Well, interestingly, it highlights enthusiasm from Indian users specifically. They were calling its accuracy next level. Maybe it had gotten better at culturally specific images.
That's interesting. So people weren't just playing with it, they were impressed by the quality.
Yeah, and sharing the results.
Yeah.
AI art, memes, even fake movie posters. The script gives an example of a scarily good Bollywood-style poster someone made.
Wow. Okay, so AI creativity tools were definitely capturing imaginations, people actively using them, experimenting.
Exactly. It shows how quickly these tools get adopted and integrated into online culture and creativity.
Then there's zero-gravity baseball. What on earth?
Huh. Yeah, apparently Elon Musk shared this video of a Japanese astronaut, Koichi Wakata, playing baseball on the International Space Station.
No way. That sounds amazing.
Right. The script calls it inherently cool, obviously. People were calling it the ultimate flex.
I bet. Were there memes? There must have been memes.
Oh, yeah. One mention was comparing it to me trying to hit a home run in my dreams. That kind of relatable humor mixed with the sheer spectacle.
That's the perfect viral combo, isn't it? The extraordinary mixed with something familiar and funny.
Definitely. Things that are visually striking, a bit unusual, maybe space-related. They just tend to grab attention online.
And quickly, XAI's Grok was also mentioned.
Just briefly, the script noted its ability to answer spicy questions.
Spicy question.
Yeah, suggesting maybe a different kind of AI, one that's less filtered or more willing to engage with controversial stuff, perhaps.
Yeah.
Compared to other AIs at the time.
Interesting. Okay, we're into the home stretch rapid fire trends. What else was buzzing?
All right, quick hits. NBA talk was trending, specifically #ThunderUp and chatter about the Thunder, Clippers, Nuggets. So, basketball playoffs likely heating up.
Makes sense. What else?
Pickleball. Still going strong, especially with retirees.
Yeah.
There were jokes about pickleball retirement communities.
It really had become a thing, hadn't it?
Seems so. Also, makeup for men was apparently emerging more strongly as a trend. People sharing tutorials, promoting brands on X.
Oh, interesting. Reflecting changing norms.
Yeah, the script quotes someone saying, 2025 is the year of the male contour. So definitely pointing to evolving ideas about beauty and gender expression.
Okay, what else in the rapid fire?
A couple more wholesome ones, people sharing cozy coffee shop pictures, just appreciating nice everyday spaces.
That's nice. A bit of calm online.
And then, a more serious one. A post about trash, litter, left in the snow at high altitudes by tourists. That sparked discussions about environmental responsibility.
Right. So a real mix in these quick trends, too. Sports, hobbies, beauty, everyday life, and important issues.
Exactly. It shows the sheer breadth of what captures attention on a platform like X, from the silly to the serious, often all at once.
So wrapping this all up, this deep dive into that one day, April 26, 2025, Paints a really vivid picture, doesn't it?
It really does. You've got the big event buzz of the NFL draft, global music drops, recurring pop culture jokes, tech fascination, ongoing sports talk, lifestyle trends, even environmental concerns.
It's such a snapshot of the online conversation, what people cared about, laughed about, debated.
And looking at it like this, stepping back from the real-time flow helps you see the patterns, the nuances. It's more than just what was trending. It's why it might have been trending.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener. Taking this snapshot from April 2025, what does it really tell us about what mattered to people online at that moment?
Yeah, what were the dominant interests, maybe the anxieties or the joys reflected there? And how might those conversations have shifted or evolved since that day?
What can this little digital time capsule teach us about how online culture and attention just keeps changing? Something to think about.